हेलो हेलो। आई कि नहीं आई आवाज़? अब नहीं आई मेरे को लगता। इसमें आ रही होगी शायद अब।
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Can he get on the end of this? That's the keeper's ball. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know.
Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Van Basten. Hazard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. And it's Conte. This might spell danger. Great chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Kimmich knocks it into space. Well, that's well seen too.
Dundee are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Chouameni. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Van Basten. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Conte. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He is just caressing the ball. Chouameni defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Beckenbauer getting this one clear.
Dundee truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Chooses to go back. Cannavaro cuts it out. And it's Kubo. Kubo! Gerrard. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Please take this.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, It just hasn't gelled.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Richarlison. Number 12,
And we're off again.
Van Basten.
Dundee can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Dundee come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Kubo. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Little pass back. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Kubo. He has found a way through. And he was alert to it. Gerrard, a player who needs no introduction. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Joshua Kimmich. Coming on the field is number
Oh, there's a
22,
probing ball.
Musiala.
Nunez is
Substitution
herring
in
after that
progress.
one. And here's Forlan. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Dundee really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Darwin under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, important interception. Kubo! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Manchester United really...
There could be trouble here. He scores! And surely now, the result beyond doubt. 2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
2 added minutes has been
Forlan
indicated.
really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Oh, it's Van Basten. Great vision. And the keeper has it. Adams tries to clear. Can he get it through? Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Now it's Batistuta. No way through. It's a searching pass. Adams gets across to intercept that. Ødegaard. Now it's Hazard. Kimmich. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Van Basten. Hazard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Has a look and plays it forward. De Ligt promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Ødegaard.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is...
And a chance! Goal! First blood drawn. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford...
Chance, surely! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Costa Curta gets it away. Madrid are looking to go forward now. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. And here's Richarlison. Oh, it's Van Basten. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Hazard. Kimmich. Now it's Hazard. Van Basten out to the right.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Gerrard picks it up from the... And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Now that looks a decent ball. Costa Curta. Hazard is in a really good position out wide. He's found a way through. Oh, he's been flattened there. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And he's quick to snatch it back.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Looking to play him in. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Danger averted for now. Now, can they get him away? Ah, and that pass just didn't quite work. Kimmich. No way through there. Odo. Can he stop it going out? Neatly clipped into space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's on it, can he get away? And he's there to get it away. Shifted upfield. Ødegaard. And it's Snyder. Now it's Mohamed Salah. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Now it's Van Basten. Richarlison. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that is a... And he shoots! And he hits the net! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And it's Kimmich. Looking for options for move. Can he finish? It's in! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to...
That's that, the end. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. That's a little off target. Vinicius Junior. That's a shade optimistic. It's a pretty loose pass. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Bouten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was, and to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. Quality ball. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. Alvarez. Beckham. Conte. Manchester United finding their passes. Gerrard. Always onto this. And he welcomes it in. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Conte. Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. The ball has bounced loose now. Beckham is in a really good position out wide. Roberto Carlos. Gerrard.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Darwin. Cross into the box. And he's heaved it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nice interception, well timed. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's ambitious. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. He rises! Just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And it's Conte. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. Well timed, excellent interception. White gets it away. Alvarez. De Bruyne. Beckham providing an outlet on that flank. And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are back on the way. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Great chance! It's in! And the second half is off to a flyer! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Dundee still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That is a great pick out. Shoots! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine... Takes a shot! Decent enough try. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying...
Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Dundee face to face. Can he finish? It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Nunez, and the shot! He scored! And again they hit the front.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Number 7, Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field is number 8, Guti.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Great vision. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Chance, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? Chouameni does really well to win the ball there. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, easy pickings there.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Caught offside that time. Rice. Now it's Owen. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, they could be caught out here. Guti, that is well... Big chance! So nearly the perfect ball. And that is as far as it goes. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. He's tried one! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Look at the space here. Shot, surely! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Dundee finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And he's cut it out. Azar. Now it's Stoichkov. Now it's Guardiola. He has found a way through. Oh, there's a probing ball. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And it's Van Basten. And that could set him on his way. Guardiola. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Van Dijk makes the interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well read, nice interception. Rodri.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Musiala. And he's running through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's been cut out, well played. And this is Van Basten. Oh, that's fabulous. It's Van Basten! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
That has certainly... Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Alvarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Dundee with the corner. They're first. Vardiol tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's away. De Ligt. Chouameni. Alvarez. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Gerrard. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Van Basten. Now he's got space here. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Van Basten really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Dundee will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we are back on the way. Header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
It's their second corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now a sudden chance to counter. That pass has been well intercepted. Musiala. And there's green grass ahead of him. Goes for a shot! It's there! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Barcelona go into the lead. Guardiola did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Alvarez.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now, oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Alvarez.
Dundee really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Dundee are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well,
Owen! Oh, taken with style. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Ambitious ball here. Good ball over the top. And he's... Big chance! And that is that. Dundee perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Forlan. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's having a shot! Hitters! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Tchouameni gathers from the goal kick. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Perez. Threads one in. And that pass just didn't quite work. Neatly clipped into space. Real chance! He's delivered all right! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Forlan. And it's Tchouameni. Oh, good read. Darwin can be a real threat inside the box. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Takes a shot! Gerrard. Van Basten. Kimmich. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, well played. Back into the middle. Now it's Forlan. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Milan have a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He'll fancy himself from here. Great chance here to level it up. And that's a... Tries a shot! They've scored! AC Milan are all square. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Milan looking to pass their way through. Bebeto. Chance for a shot! Goal, Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Spread it left. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Nicked it back promptly. Gravenberch! And that is wildly off target.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Bebeto. He's through here. And he's in on goal. And the pass is intercepted. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Please take this opportunity
And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Darwin Núñez. Number 12, Van Basten. Coming on the field.
And the action
number
is
20,
back on the way.
Diego Forlan.
Well, I think in
Number
these
21,
circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Spread out to the left. And he was quick to react. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Danger averted for now. Dundee come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Picked out brilliantly.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's pulled back. Distributed tidily. Oh, they can break here. That ball looks a good one. And that is as far as they're going to go. Plays a sharp little ball here. Perez gets into a good position. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Gerrard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Milan finding their passes.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Chouameni spots it and intercepts. Now it's Alvarez. Tries to pass it through. He's away! And that is expertly dealt with.
Dundee really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Over to the left. Rodri cuts out the pass. Now it's Alvarez. And this is Forlan. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Rodri.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's shifting through. It's Forlan! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Upamecano gets it away.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
There will be 1 minute.
We are into overtime. Baresi clears. And there goes the final whistle. Dundee illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's a sharp pass. And he was quick to react. Roberto Carlos making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, he has been the servant who keeps on giving to this team. You don't get to do what he has without a dedication and motivation that simply never wavers.
Looking to play him in. Nice bit of trickery. Well timed, excellent interception. Kimmich looking for options for movement. Nice looking ball. Pass somewhat off target. Kimmich. Spread it left. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's quick to get it clear again. Gerrard. Some really good ball movement. Tries to pass it through. That's going to go a long way. Nunez. Serginho. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Here comes the cross. And that should get the job done. That'll be a throw. And it's Kimmich. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Rummenigge. That's a delicate pass. Kimmich. Van Basten.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Vieira was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Van Basten. And no, that was never going to make it. Roberto Carlos. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Kimmich. Now it's Van Basten. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Kimmich. Adams attempts a clearance. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Van Basten. And the half-time whistle goes. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Now it's Darwin. He has found a way through. Quality ball. And it's Vieira.
Dundee are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Now it's Forlan, Rummenigge. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chouameni cuts it out. Gerrard, a player who needs no introduction. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences...
Can he finish? They want to be quick to... Oh, he's been caught on it here! That's a lovely, neat pass. Chouameni gets over and intercepts. Belletti aimed beyond the defence. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Van Basten. Alvarez. Cleared away. Now it's Forlan.
Dundee really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
That is good alertness. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And here's Forlan. Shot could be on. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Chance for a shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Vieira certainly looked like he fancied himself to pull that off. A bit more composure and it would have been a different story, Peter.
Substitution on the field, number 12.
So, time for changes on
Number
both sides,
19,
actually.
Alvarez. Number 18, Darwin Núñez.
And it's Azar.
Coming on the field,
Gerrard.
number 20.
And that's it.
Frustration,
Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Now it's Van Basten. Now that looks a decent ball. And a chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Dundee finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Messi. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Gerrard. Looking for the run. Tries to play it through. He's in a great position here. Nunez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Ronaldinho. Some good work on the right flank here. Shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. And this is Ronaldinho. Opts to play it back. And this is Kante. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And smartly reclaimed.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's intervened well there. Can he get it through? Now it's Darwin. Nicely weighted ball. Nunez! It's loose now. In he goes again. It is a fantastic goal. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage.
Chance for a shot! They've scored! And they're back in front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Alvarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Mbappe. Quality ball. Aimed beyond the defence. And they're back on the ball again. Spread it left. Played into the header! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And the game has already resumed here.
Dundee really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Messi. Chiesa. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Conte. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Darwin. Dundee really looking to get back into this face-to-face. Tries a shot! It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the fin.
And Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
He actually looked pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Gerrard, very much a man of this moment. Alvarez, now it's Darwin, and the flag has stayed down. Costa Curta is there to clear. Can he finish? It's run, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And he hits the net. And the comeback is complete. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Dundee get themselves into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
In comes the corner. It's their second corner of the game. Upamecano can get it clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Has a look and place it forward. Alvarez. Oh, that's well spotted. And here's Mbappe. Shot could be on. And the shot! He scores! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right.
And he shoots! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
substitution.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's picked his way through. Upamecano.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Alvarez. That's that, the end. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Dundee, absolutely shocked.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Threads one in. Shot at goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's a sharp little ball here. Gerrard. And it's Van Basten. And the pass is intercepted. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden...
Tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. And this is Van Basten. Look at this. Oh, shooting chance! It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Can he finish? It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Kimmich. Pass somewhat off target. Alvarez. Gerrard. Looking to play him in. He's picked his way through. He's found some space. And the shot! He's scored! And the comeback is complete! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous
Chance for a shot! They want to be... And again! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
There will be 3 minutes.
Cleared away.
time.
Now, can they get him away? Van Basten. And it's been played through. Oh, good... Great chance! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Dundee head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. Here we go again then. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Chouameni. Alvarez. Darwin. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Forlan. Oh, they can break here. That's a cute ball. And the shot's on here. Real chance! It's in! The second half off to a spectacular start.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And that is a little undercooked. Well, there is a... Oh, terrible pass. That has been cut short. So we've reached the hour mark. Maldini. Some good work on the right flank here. And here's Bale. Bale ploughing through the middle.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Picked out brilliantly.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
substitution.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Corner number 2 then. And the keeper beats it away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Gerrard. Oh, well played. Rummenigge. Now it's Bale. Looking for options for movement. Kimmich. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just 5 minutes left. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for the run. And he's managed to get free. And the flag has stayed down.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Indicated.
And that is as far as it goes. Dundee have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this.
देखते हैं यार ये खेलते भी है कि नहीं खेलते हैं ये ठीक है ना ये खेलते भी है कि नहीं देखते हैं ये
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Forlan is onto this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a good spell of possession, this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Plays a sharp little ball here. That'll be a corner. Liverpool with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And a shot! Dundee, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He's away! Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Looking for the run. Oh, and the shot! It's there! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Dundee have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Darren Fletcher. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Face to face with the keeper. There's the shot! He's scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Dundee are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Great defending, strong and determined. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Drogba. Fletcher is in a really good position out wide. And he was quick to react. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Cleared without hesitation.
1 minute added time.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Forlan. Richarlison shoots! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Dundee absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Dundee are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead.
Substitution.
Here we go again then. The referee has given a corner. Keeper's dealt with that. And he can clear it away. Passes short and sharp. Haaland. Now, can they get him away?
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. Van der Vaart! It's in! And they are right back within touch! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it...
Ah, he's given it a... Van Basten! Goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Liverpool get themselves back into contention.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And the pass is intercepted. Gerrard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well read, nice interception. Cannavaro gets good distance on it. Upamecano tries to play it through. Chance! It's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So the lead now is 2. Goes for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now it's Haaland. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's had a shot! He scores! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden.
Takes a shot! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Complete awareness, he understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
Dundee go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Czech claims it, and the danger passes. Darren Fletcher, now it's Forlan, and this is Drogba, now it's Richarlison. Liverpool can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And this is Van Basten. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gerrard knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a goal kick. Roberto Carlos. And that's that. Dundee can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. De Ligt kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Richarlison looks to get on the end of this. And it's Rui Costa. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Van Basten might just make this. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Nicely spread. Gnabry. Gnabry with the delivery. De Ligt clears it away. Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. And it's made its way... Oh, shooting chance! He's scored! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Dundee are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, they've got it again. Now it's Villa. Threads one in. Dundee finding their passes. Van Basten.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Dundee are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best.
He's had a shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Dundee grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Distributed tidily. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Alonso, and here's Nunes. He's tried one! And that is doing no harm at all.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Rui Costa. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great ball if he can get there. He's found a way through. Nunez receives it in a good position here. Rodri. Gerrard. That's a good ball out wide. Gnabry. Rivaldo. Oh, well played. It's run loose here. Van Basten. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Gnabry. And it's Serginho. Fletcher gets a foot in here. Now it's Richarlison. Taken back almost at once. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Dundee really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Nunez! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Dundee are looking to go forward now. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Tries to pass it through, and he welcomes it in. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's there to belt it away. Now that's well seen too. Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Madrid can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Van Basten. Van Basten unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. No, it's come to nothing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball...
Shoots! Sticks it away! And the comeback is complete! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
That's a really good execution, Peter, but you have to raise some serious questions about how he was allowed to take the touch like that.
Dundee go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Van Basten. Number 2, Caio Upamecano. Number 10, Gerrard.
Tries to play it through.
11, David Villa.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Didier Drogba. Number 26, Kalidou Koulibaly.
Drogba gets flagged offside.
Musiala. Number 19, Alvarez. Number 18, Darwin Nunez. Substitutions taking place.
Now it's Bale. Rui Costa. Rui Costa cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence. And
Real chance! No mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Simplicity itself.
some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Searching pass he's played there. And now they can clear their lines. And he's quick to snatch it back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe! Goal! Barcelona! The ideal start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come. Shoots! It's in! 2, and we've barely begun here. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has not gone well. David Villa is onto this. Oh, his big chance! Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul. Roberto Carlos is behind this one, so the perfect chance to get one back. Fallen! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And it's Messi. Great ball. It's Fallen! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. And that has been knocked clear. Batistuta. Now it's Messi, looking for a runner. He's through here. Chance for a shot! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's picked his way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that's put paid to a promising move. Messi. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, good-looking ball. Some resolute defending there. Now it's Batistuta. Knocks it into space. Decent chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
There will be 3 minutes added
Things
time.
looking so easy, almost too easy here. Now it's Mbappe, and he's worked it through. Shapes to shoot! He's scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't...
And it's half-time here. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members.
Here we go again.
Dundee really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Not the most accurate pass. And this is Messi. Darren Fletcher. Chance here to counter. This looks promising. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Defending was strong and firm.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Chouameni. Almost an hour gone.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Always onto this. That's really well cleared. And he's only too happy to take that back. And here's Forlan. Now it's Richarlison. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass.
Batistuta! Batistuta! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And it's Batistuta. Gerrard. David Villa. Oh, played right into his path. He's shifting through the gears here. Guti has found the net here, of course. Oh, what a ball! Oh, that's wonderful alertness. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Passing nice and neat. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Dundee clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's played in.
Dundee really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Chance! And he's missed it.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Gerrard. And here's Forlan.
There will be
1 minute to add, according to the board. Forlan. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Chance, surely! And that's that. Dundee cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Dundee desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So many thanks to Jim Begley. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to
It's in! The ideal start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Dundee finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. Might be danger here. Forlan unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, well played, well played. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Chouameni. And this is Gerrard. That is ended up in no man's land. Look at the space here. Alvarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Played back in. Cleared without hesitation. Hazard has created one goal already. Forlan. This looks promising. Shoots! Oh, taken with style. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. How very smart. He just got it right.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's been caught on it! Chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Looking for the run. Chooses to go back. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Upamecano.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Chouameni.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Knocks it into space. Oh, that is a good ball. It's Asa! It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? Played in with purpose. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Dundee really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Gerrard. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Van Basten. That is a brilliant interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Forlan. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's cut it out. Roberto Carlos.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And he cuts out the supply. Gerrard. Chouameni. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Van der Vaart. Tries a shot! And how did he not make it 4?
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And we have our very first corner. Header! He will be livid with himself. And reclaimed it in a trice. That is good alertness.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Time and again they are repelled. Roberto Carlos. Van Basten. He's on it. Can he get away? Deliver. He gets big.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rodriguez. Oh, this looks sharp. Tchouaméni. Into the last 5 minutes. Well timed, excellent interception. And this is Forlan. Tries to pass it through. Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here. That's good defending, very good defending. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Dundee suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Great chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. And they can counter here. Now it's Van Basten. Knocks it out wide. Now the cross. And now the breakaway. They're back in possession and ready to go. Alvarez! Goal! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good take in a good area. Tchouaméni. Kimmich. Gerrard. Looking to play him in. Alvarez gets into some space. Now it's Olise. That's been slipped through. This might spell... And a chance! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, can he get onto this? And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, nicely intercepted. Played out to the right. Great vision. Cross goes in there. De Ligt getting this one clear. Half-time getting close now. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Alvarez. And that could set him on his way. Mbappe tries to pass it through. Oh, cracking ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're into the second 45. Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Mbappe! Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Big header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Mbappe! He's shifting. Mbappe! It's a pretty loose pass. Van Basten, who's set up one goal so far. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Oh, that's a key interception. And that has been clubbed away. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Gerrard. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos drives forward on the overlap.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Mbappe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Van Basten. Nunez. Oh, robust challenge. Costa Curta gets good distance on it. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Oh, super find. Now it's Mbappe.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, good-looking ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, that has not gone well. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the...
Shapes to shoot! It's crossed into the middle. And that should get the job done. Oh, well played, well played. Aimed beyond the defence. He is through here! And he thumps it clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now this could be a chance. And smartly reclaimed. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Chouameni making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, it's remarkable considering I still remember covering his first game, with you in fact. He really has come and
Takes the shot! Alvarez receives it in a good position here. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Scholes is offering some sort of an apology there.
he made it look a bit predictable.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Barcelona, a real chance! Oh, taken with style. 100 games of service, duly rewarded. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Dundee grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oh, terrible mistake. He's through, and the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence and all.
Face to face with the keeper. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the shot! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Dundee looking to pass their way through. And he's gone looking for safety. Upamecano does really well to win the ball there. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Look at the space here. Shoots! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that'll be the final action of the first half. And we're underway again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Now it's Forlan.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's been played through. Goes for a shot! And it's come back out to him. They've scored! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Barcelona are having a ball here. Now it's Alvarez.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with him.
And Van Nistelrooy! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross to the back post. A mighty effort! Forlan! And it's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Number 21.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Number 7, Palmer.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Knocks it into space. That is ended up in no man's land. Chouameni. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gerrard. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Dundee clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Van Basten. Tries to pass it through. This might spell danger. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And that has been cut short. Nicely weighted ball. Kimmich. And he's let fly. And that has faded wide.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Scores. Number 31, Milenkovic. Number 13, Erdegaard.
Driving forward,
Number
chips it through.
16, Rodri.
Shoots! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Big chance! No mistake! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
How many? Just how many?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Dundee have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
This is a lost
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. And it's Bale. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Has a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team. And then all that flair.
Yeah, it seems an age ago now, doesn't it, that he started his career down on the south coast as a left-back, of course.
Yeah, and when you think about left-back, usually poor attackers end up there, but he went on to do great things at the other end.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Guti. Gerrard. Now it's Van Basten. Dundee yet to have an attempt on goal. The muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Maldini. India applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Good ball, good take. Upamecano running with the ball. Pass is just off target. Conte approaching the half-hour mark. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Van Basten. And it's Fletcher. Fletcher. And Fletcher! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Played into space, and he cuts out the supply. Gerrard. Kante cuts out the pass. Otto. Otto charging forward down that flank. Quick look, then plays it in.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, this is a great position. Rummenigge! Great defending, strong and determined. That's a sharp pass. Guti. Darren Fletcher. Now it's Alvarez. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be...
Real chance! It's in! The second half sparked straight into life!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And it's Guti. Alvarez. Now Saliba. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gnabry goes steaming forward. Now, can they get him away? And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he get on the end of this? And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour. Whatever happens, that's the...
He rises! It's loose now and they want to get it back. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Gnabry receives it in a wide position. Crosses it in. Up he goes! Another fruitless header.
India really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
He's one-on-one, surely! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gnabry. Rummenigge!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And this is shot, surely! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
Substitution on the field, number 13.
India have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Ronaldo. Number 17, Guti. Number 19, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Coming on the field, number 4, Van Bronckhorst. Number 22, Fernando Torres.
Oh, that is a nice touch.
Number 11, Neymar.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
David
He's had a shot! He scores! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good...
Shoots! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
substitution.
Time for a change in personnel. Dundee take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter.
David Villa! Conte. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Please be reminded that drinking is
Thrilling,
only allowed in the
nail-biting,
areas
perhaps
shown on the map.
frustrating until the very
Thank you
end,
for your
but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction.